What's up? My name is Brittany and welcome to my channel. So today's video is dedicated to recap on week number 2 of my Whole30 journey, and let me tell ya, we got some stuff to talk about. So if you haven't seen my first recap video, I definitely recommend you go and check that one out. That way you can kind of follow along on the different changes that I'm seeing and stuff like that. Also, if you haven't, make sure to check out my vlogs that I have from week number 1 and week number 2 that are posted up on my channel. That way you can kind of get a sense, and tune in what we're talking about for sure. Some things I reference in this video are going to be some things that I've mentioned in the vlog, so if you're kind of confused, make sure you go and check them out. So let's just jump right in. So in these videos, I tackle 5 different topics of things that I see while I'm on this Whole30 journey, different changes that I'm noticing. So the first one being probably the most important and the one that everybody's concerned about is the cravings. So week number 1, I touched on cravings a little bit, how I felt in week number 1. Week number 2, there were some cravings in there. So throughout week number 2, I experienced a lot of cravings. There is no doubt about that. So still going off of cravings, I'm still noticing that lunchtime I do have cravings. They've seemed to kind of subsided a little bit. My cravings now are in the evenings, and I'm scrolling through Facebook right before I go to bed, and I'm trying to make it a habit that I don't get on Facebook right as I'm laying in bed, right while I'm about to go to bed, but I do. And I'm scrolling, and you know those videos on Facebook by like Tasty or whatever, and they just show you how to make the best things ever, like buffalo chicken dip stuffed pizza poppers. I don't know, just like the craziest, most amazing things you could ever think of. Well, yeah, I got into like a binge watching spree of watching all of those videos, so I kind of did it to myself, but oh my gosh, I was about to throw in the towel right there. I was like, I need some buffalo chicken pizza poppers in my life right now. So yeah, cravings are really bad. I'm noticing that they're the worst in the evenings. Some of them are self-brought on, some of them are just actually cravings, especially when I get home from work and I'm so tired, I'm so exhausted, and I'll get into that a little bit about energy levels, but when I was so tired, I would just, wanted quick and go something to comfort me, but I didn't let that happen. So that leads me into the second topic, which is energy. So I noticed a huge shift in my energy on week number 2. So at the beginning of the week, I was very, very tired. Monday, I was very tired. Come Tuesday and Wednesday, I noticed a huge shift. So Tuesday, I get up really, really early. I get up at 5 a.m. and I have a client at 6 a.m. at my workplace. So I got up and I was a little tired when I got up, but let me tell you, throughout the day on Tuesday, I was like an Energizer bunny. I could have just kept going all day. Actually, somebody else that I work with, he knows that I come in early on Tuesdays, and he's there on Tuesdays also earlier, and it was like 5 or 6, he was like, you feeling the effects of, getting up early? And I was like, honestly though, I could keep going. I feel pretty good. And then come Wednesday, and this is when I kind of noticed Wednesday, like how my energy levels kind of shifted. I had a lot of clients and appointments on Wednesday, and I teach that the fitness classes that I've mentioned several times, and I just noticed that like I was on the ball with coaching people in my personal training, in my fitness classes. Like I was just like, they asked me a question and I knew exactly what to say, and I knew how to correct form and do all this, and I just felt like I was thinking so much clearer than I had been. Like my brain fog kind of disappeared a little bit. I don't want to say it was completely, but I just noticed that I just had a little more clarity in the the things I was saying, and when somebody asked me a question that I have to dig deep back into my undergraduate college brain and pull it out from the textbook, and it was like right there in an instant. So when I kind of noticed that Wednesday, and my boss actually kind of said something, she was like, oh, your appointment the other day, you were really, really good with her. Like, that was really awesome. And I was like, huh, you're right. I was like, I was kind of awesome, wasn't I? So yeah, that was kind of the shift in my energy. Then going into this weekend, so it's Monday now of week 3 that I'm filming this, but this past weekend, oh my gosh, I got so much stuff done. Like I was up, I had a routine, I got so many chores and so much work-related stuff out of the way, and I just felt so good. And every single day I noticed that I'm inspired just a little more and a little more. Every single day I'm noticing that I'm just so much more more motivated to reach my goals than I ever have been. So that was really cool for me to experience this weekend, and for me to notice going into week 3, I'm like, you know what, I'm halfway through, like I got this. I'm so excited for the changes that I'm seeing now. I'm so excited to see those changes another 15 days from now. So yeah, kind of going off of energy, my sleep has improved a lot. So I mentioned this in the first recap. I'm somebody who normally wakes up like 1 to 2 times a night, maybe even 3 times, just depending on, you know, what the night is. And I've noticed that I have been sleeping through the night continuously, like more nights in a row than I ever have. And yeah, I'm still waking up, you know, kind of tired. I still snooze the alarm and stuff, but once I'm up, once I'm going, my energy and just inspiration and motivation is just so exciting to me. I'm still trying to work on like a morning routine and trying not to hit my snooze alarm, and I got in a bad habit of that and just not getting up when my alarm goes off, just snoozing it for 15 minutes and 15 minutes. And actually, I heard this from somebody, I learned this from somebody, I can't remember who it was, but if you keep snoozing your alarm, like say my alarm goes off at 6 o'clock. My goal was to get up at 6 o'clock. I usually end up getting up by like 6:30, sometimes 7 o'clock. But the more you snooze your alarm and the more you fall back to sleep, you actually get more tired because you're putting yourself back and trying to get into more sleep cycles, and you keep interrupting your sleep cycles. So you actually will be more lethargic and more tired throughout the day than if you would just bite the bullet and get up at 6 o'clock. So this week, my body changes were so weird, and some of them might be TMI, but like I don't really care. So I noticed a lot of bloating this week, and I heard that that's a good thing. I mentioned this again in the first recap. Bloating might be a sign of your body detoxing. Another thing that I noticed was I got just like weird, they weren't even breakouts, they were like bumps, I'm not sure, but I had like a weird, and it's still kind of there, it's still kind of going away, but I had a weird breakout back here, like right beside my ear, and then I got another one up here, and then I had a bump here beside my eye, like over the weekend, and then I just got another one here. So I'm just getting like random spots everywhere. I have some on my chest, actually. I don't know if you can see them, but there's one like right there. Like I've had some breakouts on my chest that I've just, you know, haven't seen them. I used to get breakouts on my chest, but I haven't had breakouts on my chest for probably like 2 to 3 years. So seeing that was kind of weird, and then seeing these weird like bumps pop up. But again, that's part of the whole part of the program, and I've read that you will get some weird like skin stuff because again, that's your body detoxing. And then last but not least, and this one was kind of tough to grasp and kind of tough to deal with while it was happening because like I'm on the go all the time, but the end of week 2, and again, this might be TMI, but like I really don't care, my gas could clear an entire room, and it wasn't like, you know, loud, obnoxious, like you know who it was kind of thing. It was like silent, but could literally kill everybody in a 5-inch radius of me. And I don't know what caused it. I don't know what it was. I had tuna all last week, and I think maybe that had something to do with it because I hadn't had, you know, that much tuna like back to back to back in a while, and, you know, just increasing my fat consumption and like balancing out, you know, healthy carbs to healthy fats and stuff like that. Like I don't know what happened, but oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing. Like I would have to walk away and like go into the bathroom or just go somewhere that like I can, you know, let it rip and then run away. So yeah, again, that might be TMI, I don't really care, but that is a big thing that I noticed. It has since subsided, so I just have a feeling that it was some sort of detox kind of thing going on with my body. So yeah, those were the body changes that I noticed. Major one is just waking up and just not having that bloatage. Like my tummy just feels a little tighter and just not as bleh like it was before I started Whole30. Obviously I still have a long way to go, I'm only halfway through, but I've been noticing some good things around my tummy area. So yeah, as far as body changes, that's kind of what I've noticed, some big changes this past week. And then finally, lifestyle changes. So this week my lifestyle change was definitely, I was home all weekend alone. I had off all weekend, so I was in my apartment by myself. It was said to snow. It was said to be really cold, so I was like, I'm just gonna be a hermit this weekend. And old Brittany in November, December of end of 2018, she would have ordered pizza and Chinese food and, you know, got ice cream or just anything to comfort her while she was home alone and just watching Netflix and being cozy and stuff like that. So that was a very big adjustment. Come Friday evening, I got home and I was like, oh, it's the weekend. I'm gonna watch Netflix and I'm gonna eat tuna salad wraps and lemon water and be comfortable. Like, no part of me wanted to do that. I wanted to order a pizza so bad. If you can't tell, pizza is kind of my weakness. I've said it like for everything. That was a very big lifestyle change for me because, like I said, at the end of last year, like, old Brittany instantly would have done that. I would have gotten a pizza and I would have ate the entire thing. Oh yes, I would have. So that was a very big adjustment for me, and just kind of finding ways to satisfy my, you know, that feeling, that need for comfort with other things. Like you'll see in my one vlog at the end of week 2 that I had a really big craving for something sweet, and I drank lemon water and it instantly went away. Like, instantly my craving went away. So that was kind of like a shift also. So yeah, that was a very big lifestyle change for me. I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to order pizza and Chinese food and just lay in bed and watch Netflix and just be happy. But I found my happiness from tea and from, I made homemade bison burgers, which I'll get into in a second, and sweet potato fries. So that was, you know, that was kind of my shift, and that's something that I'm still learning to deal with, is just finding comfort in other things other than food. So 3 meals I want to share with you that I really enjoyed this week. The first one being the bison burgers and the sweet potato fries. Oh my gosh, they were so good. So during Whole30, I really wanted to venture out and like try different kinds of meats and stuff like that, because they say to really focus on quality good meat. So I got bison, made burgers out of them, put fresh basil and garlic and onion in them, and then I made homemade sweet potato fries. It was so good. The sweet potato fries, I cannot wait to make a recipe video for those, because I'm definitely going to be revisiting those once Whole30 is all over. The second one is something I had for lunch pretty much all week, and it was this grilled chicken bacon salad. Oh my gosh. I sent a picture to like all of my friends and my boyfriend and stuff, and they were like, you can eat that on Whole30? And I was like, yeah, it's Whole30 compliant. So I put chicken breasts, grilled up some chicken breasts with like a bunch of seasonings on it, and then I had a big bed of greens. I put alfalfa sprouts and tomato, paleo bacon. I put on that Tessemae's ranch dressing. I put like half of an avocado, and I just kind of like mixed up some olive oil, some lemon juice, and it was so good. Cucumber also, I put cucumber. And it was so filling. Like, it was a huge portion size. Like, I'm talking like huge. And I ate it all, and it kept me so full throughout the week, or through the day that I would eat it. It kept me so full throughout the rest of the day. So that was definitely a go-to, and it was pretty inexpensive and really easy to throw together. So that's something else that I'm going to revisit again after Whole30 is done, and I want to make a recipe video for. So the last one isn't a meal, but it's actually something that I discovered. So this is actually something that I discovered this week, and I changed up my breakfast a little bit. So breakfast for me, always eggs, always some type of fruit, and then I wanted to change up like my breakfast meats week to week. So the first week I had bacon. This week I had sausage. I had 2 types of sausage. The first time kind of was like a sausage link. It was okay. It was like a cayenne spice, like spicy one. I'm not about that, but this one. If you were doing Whole30 and you were looking for like a prime breakfast meat and something to satisfy you, this is where you need to go. This is Pedersen's mild breakfast sausage patties, and it even says right here that it's Whole30 approved. All it has in it is pork, water, vinegar, ginger, nutmeg, sage, black pepper, and red pepper. You guys, they're so good. Like, and I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not even just saying that. Like, I look forward to eating these in the morning, and I think they were $6.99 at Fresh Time Market, I want to say. So like, I mean, obviously they're a higher priced breakfast sausage. You could easily get breakfast sausage for like $2 for like 12 links, but those are bad for you. And they're decently sized too. Like, when I eat them, they fill me up, and oh my gosh, they're seriously so good. These are going to be a staple in my diet probably from here until the day I die. So yeah, that pretty much covers it. Let me leave you with a little bit of inspiration. This is speaking from personal experience. We rely so heavily on food to bring us comfort, like so heavily, and it's something that I didn't realize until I even thought about doing Whole30, because it kind of made me think like, and kind of, you know, when I heard about the philosophy of Whole30 and I heard about the lifestyle changes that it tries to make for your life, it kind of opened my eyes, and I was like, wow, you know what, like I really think I'm very reliant on food. And we as a society, we glamorize like high fatty processed foods, like we just do, and we get comfort out of it, and it's such a mind game for like the food companies. There's research out there that like they actually put stuff in food to make you addicted to it, to keep wanting to eat it, so you spend more money on their products. Like that is just, to me, that's insane. To me, that's crazy. Now, I'm not saying I will never again eat Doritos, I will never again eat pizza, but that's not gonna happen. I love pizza, I love Doritos, I love McChickens. If you know me, I love McChickens from McDonald's. But it's just kind of just reshaping and just re-identifying your relationship with food. Food is meant to fuel you, not comfort you. But it can do both in a good balance. Like, you can find comfort in knowing that you're eating a good fat, a good carb, and a good protein to fuel your body for the entire day in one meal, rather than eating a slice of pizza that really has no benefit to you other than it gives you a sense of satisfaction. And in the end, you have empty calories, you have saturated fats, trans fats, and carbohydrates, and this additive and that additive. Don't rely on things to give you comfort and to give you joy that are going to give you an empty purpose in life. Do something purposeful, like write something down, journal, read a book, do some yoga. That's something that I was really into when I was younger, and I fall in and out of yoga, but now I'm trying to get back into a swing of things. And I know not everybody is all about the yoga, but go on walks, find a Netflix show that you love, start a collection of something, ride a bike, learn how to do handstands, learn how to do acro yoga, I don't know, build something out of Legos. Just do something that brings you joy, that doesn't provide you with an empty purpose, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm done here before I start getting off on a tangent about, you know, life philosophies. But that's it for my week number 2 Whole30 recap. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. Keep a watch out for my upcoming vlogs in week number 3. I have a good feeling that this is going to be a great week. I have a lot of challenges ahead of me this week that I am so ready to tackle, and I'm so ready to show the world what the new Brittany is like. With that, I'm going to go get a little bit of work done, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of this Monday evening. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!